Hey, welcome back to The Insider, the number one podcast in my mind. Thank you guys for viewing, listening, and subscribing, first of all. Today, we go back in time to whom it all started with, all the way from
Yeah.
Bakersfield, home of the country music, supposedly. Nate G,
So
thank
guys,
you for joining me once again.
bro, it's been honestly pretty good. It feels good to be back, honestly. A lot of flashbacks, talking about a lot of Packers and the Cowboys and a lot of old arguments that
Cowgirls,
we
hey,
used to have.
I think you meant Cowgirls, no?
Honestly, dude, right now, no, not the Cowboys, but we'll just have to wait and see what's in store for them. But now it feels really good to be back, man. I see how much growth the podcast has done. Congratulations on that, bro. And
Appreciate it.
it's good to see you. So yeah, what we got for today?
So before we start talking about sports, I want to ask you, like, how are you doing? You doing good? How's life?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm in college, doing a couple classes, and then I'm studying for like real estate and doing mortgage loans, and then I got the gym going on, and then I got activities at church going on. So everything's good. I study this. How about you? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I mean, I don't go to the gym like you because I see you fit, bro. I'm weak.
Bro, it's a
but,
work in progress, man. It's pretty tough.
but like life is good. I finished my first week of college. Not
What's up?
first semester, like my first year of college. My fault.
It's like first week. I was like, what the heck?
Now my first year of college. So my freshman year is officially done. Um, I passed all of my class. I had my average was like a 3.6 GPA. So
That's
like I
good,
had
dude.
like one B. I was but I mean, people don't want to hear that. So we're gonna start talking about the Champions League final two. I want to congratulate Chelsea for beating Real Madrid. Um, yeah. What was your thoughts on
Yeah,
Chelsea
it's gonna be
beating
good.
Madrid?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. The entire time I was watching that game, I had you in mind because I was like, dude, Real Madrid. I hope they really lose, just so I could rub it in his face. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't want to really do that because, I mean, I like Barcelona and they really didn't have a chance at all of making it. So it wouldn't make any sense to me. But honestly, I wasn't surprised. But it was a pretty good match between both teams. A lot had to be proven and a lot had to be put out on the field in order for the results to be that the way it was. So I feel like the battle between both teams is actually pretty well.
I was surprised how Chelsea dominated both games, to be honest. Because I mean, the first game in our house, we didn't really have like I knew some players were injured, so I was like, it's
Yeah.
okay. But in the second game, mostly all of our players were back. I mean, they weren't like fully healthy and stuff like that, but like they were playing. So I was surprised how Chelsea dominated. So I had to give props to them, to be honest.
Yeah, they did dominate most of the time, but I mean, I've Christian Pulisic, he really, if I pronounce his last name right, I remember
Um,
there was some kind of bad thoughts about what was going on because how he wasn't starting.
yeah.
He said that because he has proved a lot. He's one of the first American players to actually play in a Europe team and play in the Champions League like that. So I was kind of disagreeing on the fact that they benched him instead of starting him because I mean in the second leg he did score, or the first game he had scored the
The
goal.
first game and the second game, he gave his assist to finish off Madrid.
Yeah, so when I had said that there was a lot to be proven, I had meant it in a point as in his position being where he's at, being an American, representing the talent that he brings to that team, and what difference he really made to those two games that took place.
Well, if you think about it, both teams in the finals are like they have players from the U.S. I mean, the other one isn't like
Yeah, yeah.
he doesn't play that much. The backup goalie for Man City, but either way, someone in the U.S. is going to win the Champions
Oh yeah.
League. So I mean, I had my money on Man City on beating PSG just because mostly Mbappe was going to be there. So without Mbappe, there was going to be no chance of PSG winning that. But like, were you surprised how PSG played? Like, I feel like they
Yeah,
could have gave more.
I was honestly really surprised because I mean, last Champions League, PSG had made it to
They made it to the
what?
finals against Bayern.
Yeah, they had made it to the finals. So when they were back in the semifinals, it's like, dude, PSG is hungry. They're coming for it. They're ambitious for this trophy, but I mean, it said really otherwise, man. Like the way they were playing was honestly kind of shocking. But I
So
mean, props. Just I don't know, man. They really capitalized on that and how PSG was playing at the time.
I'm actually happy. Well, I'm not happy that PSG. I didn't like how they played, but I'm glad they lost because then like it's officially official that like Mbappe is gonna go to Madrid. Like, because if they would have won the Champions League, then there would have been like a reason. Hey, you won it here, stay. But I mean, they're out of it, so I'm pretty sure he's on. I mean, supposedly like his agent was looking for a house for him over here, so
Really? Well, I
that's good.
mean,
And like in Twitter, it goes like rumors.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know because Neymar did sign a deal with PSG until 2026. So I feel like that being done and said will have a big influence on Mbappe still being with PSG.
There's
Because I
no way.
mean,
I just don't see it happening. I don't see
I
it.
it would be surprising. I feel like if Mbappe left to Real Madrid, a lot of people would be upset, but also a lot of people like yourself would be really happy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do not want to see Mbappe leave because I feel like I just don't want to see him leave. I really like how Neymar and Mbappe are on the same team, despite the injuries and despite the way they've been playing. I don't know, like they've been together for a couple of years now, and their performance at times when it needs to be really spot on hasn't really been there. So I don't know, like I don't want to see Mbappe in Madrid. I really don't. I don't.
Well, okay. We're gonna go back to Mbappe later on, but right now, who's your favorite to win it all in the Champions League? Either Man City or Chelsea.
Um, hmm, I'll probably say I'll probably go with Chelsea.
Really, I like Man City because just like overall, I guess I feel like they have a better team overall. But Chelsea is, I feel like Chelsea's just hungry for it, and they wait how they played against Madrid. If they play like exactly like that, then I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they win it. But
Yeah,
I just think Chelsea, like they have the better players. You could say they have the better coach. It's pretty even with both coaches, but I like Pep a little bit more than the other coach. So I don't know.
yeah, I do agree with you on the point where you said that Chelsea is pretty ambitious on the way things are going. Um, so I just want Chelsea to win because I don't know, like I feel like they deserve the trophy by the way they have been playing.
They play really good.
Um, so I feel like it's one of those, but I don't want them to be one of those teams, that like works tremendously hard to get to the finals and they end up losing. Like those losses are always the most devastating because the way they've been playing isn't probably going to be seen within the next season or two. So it's like one of those one-time season things, unless I'm wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I'm not doubting it for the upcoming seasons, but I mean, right now, the way they are playing is something that develops during the season, but then it doesn't. I'm not sure if what I'm saying makes sense,
No, I
but
get you.
yeah. So I just feel like it'd be one of those things where Chelsea's like, okay, Chelsea's freaking going 100%. They're gonna
Oh,
make it to the Champions League final. They're in the final now. They need to
I
continue
feel like
playing
you're
to go
talking
through.
about like with Ajax, with like that surprise year, like they were really young
Yeah,
and they were
exactly. Yeah,
like
exactly.
they were hungry for it, and I think they made it to the semifinals, but they were really close. And the year after that, other players went to like bigger clubs.
Yeah, and like everyone was shocked. Everyone was like, "Oh,
I
damn,
was shocked, bro.
these fools actually ball up." Like these dudes can actually play.
They had
So
ballers
it's
all
just
over.
exactly, and it was like one of those things that you just saw that season, and then the next season everyone did. Because Frankie De Jong went to Barcelona, and then like all the other players just took off because a lot of other teams saw this potential. They're like, dude, some of these kids are ballers, and then they just
I
transferred
think
out.
I saw it like on Twitter, and only two players stayed from that whole roster. Everybody went to like a whole different club.
Bro, I wonder what that feels like, like to have like a freaking dominant ass team, and
Then
then
they
the
all
upcoming
leave.
season, like they all did, bro.
Dude,
You're like,
I feel if they would
hey,
have
bro, why
stayed,
you guys go?
they would have a really good chance to win it. If they would have stayed all together,
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely,
for sure.
definitely, because the way they were playing that season. I know we're talking about Ajax, it's
A long time
drifting off
ago.
topic, but
My fault.
their chemistry that season was really good. But we're not going to continue talking about this team because it's just like what 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, my favorite is Man City. You said your favorites is Chelsea, right? But hey, I'm be like Shannon. You want to put some dew on it?
Okay, what do you think the score is going to be though?
Okay, so we saw them play in the Premier League, and I believe Chelsea won. But I mean, Man City was missing like 4 or 5 of their starters. and they won by like a last minute goal.
Yeah.
Dude, like Man City didn't have their starters, so I believe Man City's they could easily dominate the midfield with Kevin De Bruyne, one of my favorite players right now. They don't have a striker, but like they don't need a striker, right?
Did you say that Kevin De Bruyne could be the best center mid in the
He
game right now?
he is the best center mid right now. Who's better than him right now?
I mean,
I don't see nobody better than him right now.
at times I do, but at times I don't. But overall, I know Kevin De Bruyne is probably the best, but I feel like there's times in certain games where some players show out more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I'm gonna go off topic, but like Ronaldo, people know him like to show up in the big matches.
Yeah.
Messi hasn't done it recently, but before Messi was like known to show up in the big matches también. But yeah,
Yeah.
um, I mean, he's really young también, so he has lots of like he's gonna get more experience over the years. But right now, he's one of my favorites. And I'm not a Man City fan. I'm more of a Manchester United, but I like Kevin De Bruyne since he was at Wolfsburg,
Yeah.
all the way in Germany, and I just don't know why he had to go to Man City. But I like Man City chance, dude. If I had to guess a score, it would be 3-1 Man City.
Really? It'd be that dominant. Crazy.
What about you? You think it's gonna
I
be
would
close?
I think it would be closer. Yeah. Um
Well,
because
if you saw,
go
I'm
ahead.
not sure you saw this past weekend. If you saw how they played, I'm not sure if you saw the game against
Um
Man City. It
yeah, I
was
did see the
close,
game. Yeah.
but if you saw who played, you should be realistic. They're like it shouldn't be this close for when Chelsea was playing all of their starters and Man City wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's that does have to do with a lot of things, but I don't know. Maybe just sometimes like I felt like they were a little bit off. Um, so with that being said, with them being a little bit off, I feel like them being in the finals now, their mentality is going to change and shift a lot more. So they're going to probably take everything a lot more serious, but they also could crumble under the pressure. So it's kind of one of those things that we would go off of their performance, and they were they did have all their starters, in Manchester did not, and they did lose. So
Well, I hope
we'll have
you're
to wait
right
and see.
because for me, I would rather have a good game as a final than Man City dominated. But it's just what I think is going to happen.
Yeah,
So I think Man City is going to win their first Champions League ever, and Chelsea might have their second. Who knows? But we're gonna switch to the topic of La Liga because we know La Liga right now is super complicated. Well, it was more of a competitive race, but once Barca lost, it's a Barca went down. So right now it's mostly Atletico and Real Madrid. We're waiting for them to play when Atletico plays.
I hope Atletico wins, man. I'm just saying that's what I hope.
Ah,
Bro, I'm
they play.
sorry. You're a Real
They
Madrid
play
fan, and
Sunday. Uh, they
I'm
play
going
Sunday.
to contradict everything you say about Real Madrid every single time because
Well, okay,
I
okay,
just
go. I'll see something after you.
just because of the fact that, dude, I just don't like Real Madrid. I really don't.
Okay, and I understand that, but I was talking to a friend earlier, and he might see this. He was saying that if Real Madrid doesn't win La Liga, then we didn't win. Then Barca is a better team than Real Madrid, and I'm like, just because he was saying how they won La Copa del Rey, right? So you guys have won something this year. We haven't,
Yeah,
and I believe, um, even if we don't win La Liga, if we don't win it, worst case scenario for me, I believe Real Madrid right now is a better team than Barcelona, just because we've seen in the past 3 years and this year, you guys haven't beaten us in the past. It's about to be 4 years. In the Clásico, you guys haven't beaten us. Still no, am I right?
yeah, right.
So even he was making the statement that since Barca won the trophy, a meaningless doesn't mean anything in Spain. La Copa del Rey, you could look it up. Doesn't mean crap. Um, that Barca is better than Real Madrid.
Yeah, I did hear that the Copa del Rey doesn't share really of importance to the players, or
It
not to the
used to
players, but to
have
the
it
people.
used to have when most like um uh let's say 5-6 years ago when like the the 10 teams in Spain were really good, but now then it's only like four teams. You see the four teams who are the most four dominant teams in España. Damn, Spanglish. Atletico, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Sevilla. That's it.
Yeah,
So it used to be more competitive, but now no more. So you s- I'm guessing you think Atletico is going to win La Liga. It's
Um,
2 games
well,
left.
oh yeah, definitely. Atletico Madrid, they just need to win these last two games. I mean, when are they playing Real Madrid?
No, it's they play Osuna and they play Violivo. So this Sunday they play Osuna, and then next Sunday they play Violivo. So if you think about it, they have a whole week
Dude, Varley's freaking 18th in the league.
for
That's a
Osuna.
sweep. And then Osuna's 11th.
But anything could happen, dude. Because um, who was it?
And the
And
last,
the one who has competition is Real Madrid, bro. Because we're playing actually good teams. We play Athletic Club, who's they're in ninth, and then
mm,
Villarreal, who's in seventh. So we have competition right there. Atletico has it easy, but I still believe they're gonna choke because they're known for choking. Atletico is known for choking, bro. You saw them in the Champions League; they choke. Many
oh, I
years in
know,
La
dude.
Liga,
I
they
know.
choke, they choke, they always choke. And I'm sorry to say that, but um, I just hope, I'm hoping they lose. Or they don't even have to lose. They could tie one game and Real Madrid wins.
Yeah.
They tie one game. So fingers
So
crossed.
closing out the league, I don't know.
It's not gonna be Barca. You
I
have to.
don't see
It's not gonna be
why
Barca
they
no more.
would choke. What happened?
It's not gonna be Barca. So it's either Atletico or Real.
No, no, Barca's a way other competition, bro. I'm not even including them with that. I'm not even bringing them up, dude. I'm not even. Dude, it's times like this. It's times like this where I want to see Messi leave, but I don't.
Well, you guys did sign. Well, it's not official, but it's a rumor that um, Sergio El Kun Agüero is gonna sign with you guys for next season. But look, look,
If Aguero comes to the team,
it's not gonna help you guys, bro. It's the same thing as Griezmann.
dude, I know. Dude. I was just thinking about that right now too. Like we've signed all these freaking good ass players,
Out of their
but it
prime.
has made no difference.
Out you send them out of their prime.
I know it's like they come to
W-
Barcelona and they become trash.
What's the point in signing Akun Agüero right now if he's not the same player he was before? How does he? He's 30 something. A striker shouldn't
Right.
be old. A striker shouldn't be slow. Except for Lewandowski, who's one of the best strikers in the world, but he just stays up top,
Yeah.
and he has the team around to support him. But Barca, who doesn't have a really good team, I feel it's a really bad signing. It's gonna be a super bad signing for you guys,
It just won't make sense. It does seem like they're more desperate than anything to
dude.
sign
How are you gonna
Aguero.
go from Haaland, from like rumors to signing Haaland to now rumors to signing Kun Agüero?
Dude, have you seen the way Haaland runs, bro? That foot runs pretty funny. That foot runs like it's like scary, dude. It's like you see him running, he's like, it's weird, bro. It's freaking weird.
Have you seen the
Sorry, I
memes
brought that
on?
up. It's
Have
just
you seen
funny
the
because I
memes on
thought about it.
TikTok? Have you seen those memes on
Bro,
TikTok
memes have
of
been
him
all
running?
over the place about Haaland, bro. All the time. Ever since we saw that man run, dude, everyone's been making fun of him.
All right, so
But
I'm gonna
no, I
take
feel
Real
like
Madrid. Go for
I
it.
hope Atletico does not choke and they clutch the final. I hope they clutch the final and they take the Liga home. And I'd rather see that than Real Madrid, dude. I'm really bitter when it comes to Real Madrid because I just do not like them. I really don't. Like
You a hater,
screw them,
bro.
dude.
Dude.
Like
You
that.
know, before I wanted Barcelona.
I'm not a hater, but I'm a disliker. What happened?
You know me. I'm not a Barca fan, but once we were in the Champions League and we made it to this, it was the semifinals. I was like, if we go to the finals, I want Barca to win La Liga. But you guys just choke. You guys choke también, bro. And I'm not a Barca
Dude,
hater. I'm not a
if
Barca
only
hater.
if
I'm a
only we
Madrid
could
fan.
talk if only this podcast had existed like about 5 years ago, all these teams were freaking beasts. We would literally have the most heated arguments in the entire world about these two teams right here. But times have changed, and now
Uh,
Barcelona is complete booty. They sign good players, and they just become completely different from the way that they played before in their past teams before they got signed to Barcelona. And now Atletico's on top of the leaderboard when usually they would always be third because Real Madrid or Barca would always be first or second. So, dude, we're
yes,
living
sir.
some pretty weird times now, dog.
All right,
So
so I know we
rest
can't
in
go
peace to La Liga, bro.
we can't go back in time, but probably in the future or like 2 3 years from now, this podcast is going to be on. I promise you. So and then I promise you that Real Madrid and Barcelona are going to be back at top. Well, I know Real Madrid for sure, but Barca, I don't know about that.
Okay,
I'm telling you
so
Real Madrid
in
for sure.
2 years from now, if we can clip this video in some
I'll clip
part
it. I'll clip
and
it. I
bring
got
it
you.
back 2 years from now, we should be expecting most of these teams to be dominant the way they were before with new players because we don't know if Messi or
I
Ronaldo how much
agree.
stronger they got in their life before they retired. So we'll find out and see. But I guarantee to you this: Barcelona will be better than Real Madrid. Calling it.
See,
Sorry.
nah, no way, impossible. Real Madrid's a bigger club. Okay, so we're gonna go to the NBA, switching from soccer to basketball, with the step back. I'm kidding. So, what you want to talk about first, the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference?
Let's talk about the Western Conference.
Western Conference. Okay, since I know you're from Cali, bro. So you have three different teams to pick, bro. Wait, three? Yeah, you have three. So who's your favorite to make it out of the Western Conference? Because
Okay,
I mean,
Western Conference
I wanted
top
something before you
top
say.
top three. I would probably say I don't want to say the Clippers. I know the Clippers are doing really good. They're what, third,
They lost
and
to the
it's
Rockets.
they did. I did see that. I I did not. I do not want to see the Clippers, dude. I as much as Real Madrid. Okay, the freaking the dislike. I'm not gonna say hate because I don't hate them, but the dislike that I have for the Clippers and the freaking Real Madrid are equal, bro. I do not like the Clippers just because how they signed all these different players. They signed from Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and they signed all these different players, but yet they're still booty. Um, so I would probably say the Suns, the Suns, and okay, off topic. I was thinking about this. I feel like the injuries that have happened to LeBron and the injuries that have happened to Anthony Davis and the way that they've been playing, I feel like this is a little way of saying that they're not going to go back to back. Because let's be honest, do you think the Lakers will go back to back this season?
No, I mean, you know how much I like LeBron, and I think he's a GOAT, but I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either. Ever since I saw the injury that LeBron James has, and he said that how he wasn't going to go back to the way he used to, I feel like that was like, okay, that's a huge step back. They're not going back to back. But top
And
three
you,
teams,
you see the rest of the injuries también. Okay, but say your top three.
okay, so I'd say the Suns, the Nuggets, and the Mavericks.
Those are your favorites. Okay, so the Suns are your ultimate favorite to go to the finals.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, and I'm gonna go to the Western Conference. I'm gonna say my top three. Well, I said this before. I said this with you and Nate. You guys were surprised when I said I had the Suns as my favorite to make it to the NBA Finals. When I think they were like 6 and 7. But Chris Paul, bro, Chris Paul's the point guard. I saw him play here in Houston, so I know how he plays. And now he's in Phoenix, and I think it's such a good fit because he's a leader and he has Devin Booker with him, who's a really good player también. My favorite, the
Yeah.
Suns number one. I'm gonna take the Blazers number two. I don't
The
like the
Blazers,
Blazers.
okay.
I don't, but they're really hot, right? I've watched them play, and they have a really good team. And I dislike the Blazers a lot. I don't like Dame, but I can't lie. Like I have to speak facts. And then I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to go with Dallas because I love Luca, bro. Luca Magic.
Yeah, look at
So
yeah,
the Suns,
that's probably why he would be on my top three as well. I
uh,
remember there was a poll on Instagram that was saying like who's a better like a scorer, Stephen Curry or Luca. Who would you choose?
Steph Curry
Really?
as a scorer.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, bro. Okay, so you see the table right now, and the Warriors are fourth, but you see the Mavericks team is way better than the team Steph Curry has right now. So I promise you, if you would switch Luca with Steph Curry, I promise you, like Steph Curry's team, they would at least be top three.
Okay, I'll probably have to give that to you. No argument there.
Because Steph Curry's a better player. Steph Curry, he's the ultimate leader. So he changes your locker room. He gives you the points. Wait, was he like a whole week? He had scored like 40 points, right?
Yeah.
He was like on
Yeah, you
the.
did.
Sorry, you know how much I like Luca. but I would say Steph Curry.
It's funny because when I saw that poll, I chose Luca right away just because of how much I like the dude.
Well, I if you go on personality, I like Luca more. Like
Yeah.
he's more likable. All right, but let's go to the Eastern Conference. Who's your favorite to come out?
The Nets.
I don't know why people see the Nets. I don't see them coming out. I don't. I see them getting out in the second
I
round. Okay, say your top three.
Okay. Top three would probably be the Nets, the Bucks, and I want to see Trey Young do something, bro. So I'll probably say the Hawks.
All right, for my three. Okay, you want to explain why you have those three, and then I'll go.
Okay, so the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know why people. Okay, a lot of people agree with this because I mean, you got a team that literally has, you could say, a dream squad. I've seen many people label it as that,
Agree.
but I just see them coming out because the way that they've been playing has been really good. Um, so in my opinion, I would just want them to make it out to prove to people like you, Sahara, that are not gonna make it out. So I just want to see because this team that was put together was made to dominate the Eastern Conference, and right now they're second in the league. So that would probably be the only reason why, just to kind of block out the naysayers like yourself. So you doubted, bro. You're not supposed to doubt the team. The Bucks, I just want to see Giannis do something. I feel like Giannis deserves a ring.
He's
And
having
then the
such a good
Hawks,
season. Giannis is having a really good season. Okay.
I just dude, Trey Young, when he first entered the league, he was like astounding. But within like the next couple of drafts and stuff, his name is kind of died down a bit. But I just want to see Trey Young and the Hawks go out. I want them to be like the Suns of how they were. You know how the Suns in the NBA bubble, how like exceeded everyone else's expectations. That's how I kind of want to see the Hawks exceed everyone else's expectations as well.
All right, so I'm gonna name my three teams to make it to the finals. I had the 76ers going to the finals, but I don't have them no more. I had the 76ers, but they're I don't like how they're I don't like how they're playing right now. So
Okay.
with my favorite team to make it to the finals, it's not the Nets, and they're not even in my top three. I have
Messed up.
I have the Bucks. I have the Bucks making it to the finals. I love how Giannis is playing right now. I feel like this year, you know how in recent years they have so much pressure. Oh, they have to go to the finals. Giannis won MVP. He's not going to win MVP this season, and
Yeah. Yeah.
he's having a year just like other years. But there's no way he's going to go back to back to back MVP. So he's not going to win it. There's no pressure on Giannis this year. So they're like, oh, he doesn't know how to win in the playoffs. They have a different team. They added PJ Tucker, who's really good defensively. They're more of like they're more solid defensively. So
Yeah.
I like the Bucks to go to the finals.
Hmm.
My second team, I'm gonna go with the Heat. The Heat are heating up at the right time. Bro, I'm not sure who they beat the 76ers, who are the number one seed. They beat the Celtics, who aren't that good. They're having a really good season right now. And everybody's getting healthy right now. Because in the beginning of the season, Jimmy Buckets were hurt. Jimmy I said Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy buckets.
He's a bucket, bro. Um, Tyler Hero. They have a solid bench. And the overall, bro, the Heat. I just feel it, bro. I like the Heat. So that's my second team. My third team, you're probably gonna
Uh-huh.
laugh.
I'm waiting because the way you
I,
said that, I was kind of like, okay, something's gonna go on here. I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead, say it. It's
I,
gonna be like the Celtics
I
watch.
want to say the 76ers, but it's the Knicks.
The Knicks.
The Knicks, bro. Have you seen the Knicks played? Have you seen how they play?
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen.
If they
Sorry, I can
get
guarantee that's not gonna happen.
if they get a matchup, I promise they're going to be the Knicks are going to be a hard out. Straight up, the Knicks are going to be no one's going to sweep them. I promise you that.
Sorry, you've been smoking some good. I don't know what you've been smoking, bro. I don't know.
Oh,
Sorry, that's not
bro,
happening, dude. You're crazy.
the
You're
Bucks are my
tripping out
favorite.
right
My
now.
Bucks are my favorite to win it all. The Heat's my second, and the Knicks for a dark horse contender. You don't see it.
The
You
Knicks.
don't see it.
No, it's so hard, dude. I'm telling you, that's not gonna work, bro. No, I do not see it.
I see
I
it.
have no vision for the Knicks, bro.
They're they're having a good season. You can't lie about that. How are they gonna go from like the last team
Yeah,
to in the Eastern Conference to now being what's it called top six? They're having a good season. You can't lie about that, right? Am I
yeah,
right?
okay, I'll give you that, but I don't know if that. I don't know about them being a hard out, bro. Like
They're gonna be a hard out. I
says a
promise you.
lot.
I promise you, dude. Okay, okay. Once they make it to the second round, I'm gonna get you back on this podcast, and I'll be like, I told you so. They're gonna make it out of the first round. Dep- Depending who,
All
I
right,
don't care.
bet.
I don't care who they get. They're gonna make it out of the first round. And once they're in the second round, I'm gonna get you back and be like, I told you, the Knicks are
And
real,
then they're gonna
bro.
choke in the second round. And I
Yeah.
was like, bro, it didn't happen. I'm telling you, they're gonna choke in the second round. So yeah, well, you can quote on me on that. They'll make it to the first and then choke in the second, but I don't know about them being that team that's gonna be the hardest team to eliminate. No, bro.
You just
I
don't
don't
see
know.
it.
No, there's no visit. The way you see the Nets not making it is the way I see the Knicks not making it.
Well, okay, okay.
So yeah, I don't
I'm gonna
think they're gonna
explain
make it.
why I don't see the Nets. Um, so I see the Nets at the Clippers last year. You know how they added
Okay.
Kawhi, they added Paul George, they had three superstars, but they added two, and they had good solid pieces around them. You know how they had no chemistry last year, the Clippers.
Heck no, dude. They were like arguing in the locker room. They're talking smack by each other. There was nothing there.
This is a Nets this year. How many games have the James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie played together? I looked it up, and I saw they've played 7 games together, all three on
Yeah,
the
dude.
court at the same time. 7 games.
That's not like they even play together because like some games Harden's playing by himself and then some games freaking Kawhi,
Do you think that's good for
Kyrie's
the
by
team and the
himself.
playoffs?
And then
Do
it's
you
like rare that you see Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant's freaking hurt again. Dude, that fool should just retire, bro. He's getting hurt back to back to back to back to back to back.
do you think that's good right now? You see, I just don't see them, bro. They have no.
You know
I
what? You know
see
what?
the Nets.
You
I
know
see
what's
the Nets
funny?
as the Clippers, the same team, bro.
You know what's funny, bro? I just contradicted everything that I just said about the Nets when I said why they would make it out, but I still have hope in them, bro. It's hope. It's faith, bro. It's faith. Because it's gonna happen. Watch, it's gonna be one of those things that you're gonna be like, dude, I don't know, and boom, they're all gonna show up and play together. But that's not gonna happen because freaking injuries. So freak that. But yeah, I still have them.
Yeah, the Nets as your favorite.
Yeah, they're always gonna be that team in my heart to
Okay,
make
if
it.
you have one team to win it all, I know we named 3 teams on each conference, but one team to win it all, who is it?
Mm. And wait, we're calling finals or to win like the
To win the whole
championship.
thing, to win the championship.
Mm, the Bucks.
The Bucks, bro. I thought you had the Nets.
I did have the Nets for the Eastern Conference, but winning it all, dude, is okay because it's hard because there is a point when we were talking where I think they think about the injuries and how they have only played
I
seven
changed your
games
mind.
together.
I changed your
You
mind. I got
you
you, bro.
did change my mind, and that doesn't really
Yes,
happen because
sir. Yes, sir.
so okay, so I'll give you that. You changed my mind on that perspective.
Let's get it. Let's get it, bro.
So the Bucks, I feel like the Bucks
Hey,
probably the
the
Bucks.
insider went inside your head, bro.
I know, bro. Hey, you did say it was the number one podcast in your head, and now it's mine, bro. So it makes sense.
All right,
So
my
yeah, I'd
favorite.
probably say the Bucks.
My favorite. Damn, I don't want to be. I don't want to agree with you, so I'm gonna go with the Suns.
Are you
The
for real,
Suns.
bro?
The
The
Suns.
Bucks are gonna. All right.
I'm gonna go with the Suns, just because Chris Paul, he deserves a ring, bro.
Dude,
Paul
Chris Paul
deserves
has
it.
tremendously affected that team in so many positive ways.
He deserves a ring.
Like, but Giannis deserves a ring too, bro.
Well,
He's
he's
proven
younger. He
himself
has
a
more
lot.
time. He has more time.
Yeah, but that time runs out, and he's gonna get old, and he's gonna get. I don't know, bro, if he's ever gonna get old. That feels like a freaking age, man.
Well, I feel like
He's like
this season
I
is
would
just
not want to be
meant.
standing under the.
I feel like this season is just meant to be for Chris Paul, just because I mean, he's getting older. Well, he's like 36, 30. So he's 30 something. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I just he needs to win, bro. He has to.
All right. Like
All right.
it's one of those things that he needs to win.
So we talked about soccer, we talked about basketball, and now we're gonna go to a whole different sport, and we're gonna go to your cowgirls. So we're gonna they had their release, right? They released the schedule for the 2021, and you guys started off
Yeah.
the first game of the season just playing the Buccaneers, who just won the Super Bowl. So how you feel about that, bro? That's your first game, bro.
Okay. So with us playing the freaking
Tampa Bay
Buccaneers, I'm
Buccaneers.
wor- I'm worried a bit. Okay, when it comes to talking about the Cowboys, bro, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Not of a lot of
I think you meant cowgirls.
excitement rushes through my head. No, not the Cowboys yet. But I like, dude. I just when we talk about the Cowboys, the excitement level goes to like it used to be like all the way up here. Now it's like midway because I don't know. Like I feel like a lot of credit is given to the Cowboys that isn't due. Sorry to talk about my own team like that, but it's kind of true. Um, so when them going into playing the Bucks, I feel like the Bucks are really not gonna. It's like one of those things that I don't think the really first game really matters at
Matters.
all.
Okay.
Because yeah,
Fair. It's fair. Okay. So I'm not sure. Are you looking at the schedule right now?
yeah.
Okay. So I want you to go. It's a longer season than usual. Tell me how many wins, how many L's are they going to take?
Okay, so else let me count. So we got the Buccaneers. I feel like they're gonna take an L against that team. Then we got the Chargers, right?
Yes, sir.
Chargers. That's gonna be another L. After
Justin
the
Herbert, bro.
Chargers, after the Chargers, we got the Eagles. I feel like the
That's a
Cowboys will
dub.
take it. That's a dub. We'll take a dub against them. So it's what 1-2.
Panthers.
Panthers. They take a win. So we're 2-2 for now.
And
And
then you have the
then
Cowboys at home. No, you have the Giants at home. My fault.
the Giants. I feel like the Giants.
I feel
We'll take a dub.
you guys could split one home, dub, one out. All right.
We'll take a dub. And then we play the Patriots. We'll take a dub. Dude, I don't know how the Patriots are gonna do this season. It's funny because they had just gotten a new quarterback saying
Mac
that he's gonna be the
Jones,
next Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
And it's sad because it's like, dude, like when they signed us, like, dude, that's over for Cam Newton. That band's gonna sit to the bench and they're gonna cut his contract. But no, Bill Belichick kind of saved him. He's like, nah, Cam's gonna be our starting quarterback, and they're gonna start Mac Jones when he needs to. So this is gonna be like one of those Tom Brady things, you know, like we're just
Yeah.
gonna throw him in there. But bro, Mac Jones, my boy's big. Okay, and then after that, we got so we're what 3-2? No, 4-2. Right? We said 6 teams so far.
You have two dubs and you have four dubs and two L's.
And then we play the Vikings. I feel like we'll take an L there.
Okay, 4-3.
Or 3. And then the Broncos.
Depending who's their QB.
Yeah.
Might get Aaron Rodgers. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that later. Okay. So as it stands with Drew Lock as their quarterback, it's 4-3 so far. 4-3.
Drew Lock as their quarterback. With Drew Lock being quarterback, I feel like we'll take a dub.
All right, 4-4.
4-4. I thought it was 5-3.
No. Oh, 5-3. My fault. 5-3.
Yeah, 5-3. And then we play the Falcons. L. We'll take an L there. Actually, we'll take a dub. I'll give them it. So
Okay,
what? 6-3.
6-3.
6-3. And then we got the Chiefs.
That's an automatic L.
I'm not even gonna talk about that game. Let's move on. The Raiders. I feel like we'll take an L. I feel like the Raiders will take it down. It's funny because my cousins are huge diehard Raider fans.
6-5.
Pretty interesting.
Talking about the Raiders, did you see how they're gonna add a club section in the back of the end zone?
No, I didn't see that.
It's gonna be their own club. It's gonna have their own club, and it's good. It's what's it called? It's separate from the whole stadium and stuff like that. They're gonna have their own DJs, their own lounge and stuff like that. It's gonna be sick.
Dude, these mans just have money to freaking spend, bro. Like
Vegas is Vegas for a reason, bro.
They just got money to spend, dude. To put a freaking club at the end zone, bro. Like
inside in the end zone, bro. That's crazy, huh? And I saw on Netflix one day it's gonna have like dress code and stuff like that. So and at the same time, no like random person could just go buy a ticket, like exclusive stuff like that.
Damn, bro, these
So that's
plans
crazy.
are really. Bro, have you seen their stadium in person? Oh, you haven't seen the stadium in person.
In person, no,
Dude, their
not in person.
stadium looks freaking amazing, bro. The Death Star
I seen
is the
pictures. I
most
seen pictures.
perfect name for it. Literally the most perfect name for it. It's like a floating. It's like a ginormous, dude. It's just freaking sick. It's dope.
All right. What about the Saints? They don't have Drew Brees no more.
Dude, that sucks. But his time's over now. Who's their quarterback now? Teddy Bridgewater? No, wait,
For the Saints,
no.
no, it's
What's his name?
Taysom. It's
It's,
Taysom Hill, and
what's
there's
his
and
name?
the
What's his name? Jameis Winston, right?
Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. They have two QBs.
Okay, who do you think they should start? Taysom or Jameis Winston?
They should start Jameis Winston.
Really?
Yes, because the other one isn't really a QB. He was a gadget guy who plays multiple positions. He was a tight end, the fullback, the QB.
Bro, that man's was a swift army knife, bro. But honestly, he didn't do too bad when he played
He did.
quarterback that one game. He did
He did
really,
good.
really well. So I feel like, okay, because athleticism was never going to leave Taysom Hill. We all know that. The dude just flips. The dude just freaking, he breaks tackles. That dude's an automatic beast.
He's a beast, no doubt.
So I feel like the athleticism is never going to leave him. I feel like he could probably be like another Lamar Jackson. Maybe not
You
as
think so?
fast as him. Yes, maybe not as fast as him, but Taysom Hill, dude, when he ran really well also with the ball being the quarterback. He just needs to learn how to like be more accurate with the throws. So I feel like if they really focus that with him, he could be a really, really good quarterback. Which is funny because that's not his natural position. Because his natural position is like 5 different positions, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So I mean, we haven't gone for your whole schedule of your Cowgirls, but you think you guys can make it to the playoffs? I doubt it.
Oh, gee, thanks for the enthusiasm, bro.
Well, okay.
Washington,
Well,
we love Washington.
I see Washington's gonna make it to the playoffs. They're gonna win the division again, and then it's either you guys or the Giants. Because I don't think the Falcons are gonna win. So it's thus for the wild card. It's either you guys or the Giants. But I like what the Giants have. They have good weapons. I'm iffy about their quarterback. They have good weapons. They have a good defense, and they have a good running back.
I just want to see how Dak Prescott does after his injury,
Oh my
or
God!
how he's
Talking
healed.
about Dak, bro. Did you see the most paid athletes in the world? Did you see that? Did you?
Yeah.
That makes no sense, bro. Oh,
Hey,
dude,
bro.
dude,
That's why.
and just because of that, and just because he's the most paid quarterback,
Yeah.
fourth most paid athlete right now at the moment, you guys aren't gonna make the playoffs.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, that's why I said in the beginning that the team has a lot of credit given to them that they don't really deserve, just because of the fact of that. He's one of the top paid athletes, even in
He's the
injury.
most paid quarterback, bro. And then okay, tell me, is he better? Is he better than Tom?
No, most
Is he
definitely
better
not.
than Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, definitely.
Hell no.
I'm just
He just won the
kidding.
MVP. Is he better than Patrick Mahomes?
No,
Is he better than who else could we name? Lamar Jackson.
freak. No, definitely not.
Is he better than Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson. Nope.
So why is he getting paid more than them? That makes no sense, bro. Literally,
I
it
was
makes
hoping that
no
I was really
sense.
hoping you didn't, I was really hoping you didn't bring this up because of the fact that I have to admit that the Cowboys are wrong for doing this, and
Look,
that is why
go
this is
go.
why I brought up the fact that I want to see how Dak Prescott now does after getting paid so much money, being out for injury, having to go through physical therapy to come back, and now to carry a whole team that has not had a chance of making it to the playoffs in so long. How he's going to react to that?
I want to say something. Okay, I agree that you guys have to pay. You guys have to pay good players, right? But you guys pay good players great money. You guys don't pay your great players good money. So
I feel like that.
you guys pay good players great money. These are QBs who I think deserve great money. Tom Brady deserves it, Aaron Rodgers deserves it,
Mhm.
Patrick Mahomes deserves it, and Russell Wilson. That's it. I don't think nobody else deserves more than those four quarterbacks. Everybody else should get paid below them. If you're not getting paid what Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers is getting paid, if you're not getting paid, well, I know Tom Brady gets a pay cut so he helps the team. So we're gonna ignore Tom Brady. But okay, if you're getting paid with Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, or if you get paid more than them, you're just not helping your team. You're taking money away from them, and you're not having
That,
weapons.
and it's gonna be a lot more easier to be criticized because of that. You know, because like we've all seen those players that get paid tremendous amount of money, like Dak Prescott, sad to say. But if you look at the way he's been playing, yes, he has played really well, but not to the level that these top four quarterbacks that you just mentioned have. So with that being said, if Dak Prescott does not do well in the season, he's going to be criticized a lot more. So I feel like the reason why his pay was so tremendous, and I say tremendous because the pay was freaking
It
tremendous,
was, bro.
was because it was probably more like sympathy. Because when Dak had gone out, the big question was, how much is now Jerry going to pay him? How much does he deserve? How much or is he going to fight for? Because he was he was a franchise. He's a franchise tag right now, isn't he? Or he was going to.
He was
He is.
going to, but
I
now
don't know,
he's under
right?
contract for it, so he's not no.
Yeah, yeah. So he was going to. So it was just a big conversation that they must have had ever since the injury happened, because I remember we had talked about it. If did we had talked about it, right?
He did.
Did we? We did, about him going out in injury and how much he was going to get paid after that. So I feel like there was a lot of gray area in that contract and a lot of things that weren't really said. But yeah, I don't feel like he deserves to get paid that much.
I don't think he deserves it tampoco. But we're gonna switch from your Cowgirls to my Packers. And as it stands, if the Green Bay Packers keep Aaron Rodgers, hopefully they do. We know they have problems with it. He has problems with the GM. He wants this is what Aaron Rodgers wants. He wants a long-term commitment with the Packers. The Packers do not want a long-term
Mm-hmm.
commitment with him. So the problem is don't mind paying him more money. They don't care about that.
Dude, the
What the Packers
Packers,
care. I mean, let me finish. What the Packers care about is if Aaron Rodgers has one down season to be able to let him go, to be able to trade him. That's what the Packers want. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want
the
that.
Packers have mistreated Aaron Rodgers, bro.
They have.
They have mistreated him tremendously. Like, and even a lot of the NFL players are like, "Oh, no, was that?" I remember I was watching a press conference with Richard Sherman, and he
I
said,
saw
"Yeah,
that.
no doubt, the Packers have mistreated Aaron Rodgers for the longest time ever, because they really have, bro. Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT of that team. He's literally the reason why they made it, at any time, made it so far in the career, or any of those players have, or that whole organization, that whole franchise is where they are because of Aaron Rodgers."
I agree.
So for them just to turn it back against Aaron and be like, you know what, Aaron wants a long term thing, we're not really up for it. It's kind of it's upsetting because come on, bro, like
Dude, he's not even asking
Aaron
for more
Rodgers.
money. He's not even asking. He wants. The only thing he wants is a long term. He was. I think he came out like when it was during the season. He said he wants a long term commitment with the Packers, and the Packers don't want to give it to him. The Packers want to trade him when he's not doing good. And sadly, it doesn't work like that in the sports world.
That's
So
that's what it goes to. Yeah,
hopefully the Packers figure this out because without Aaron Rodgers, I could see this team going 1-17, 1-16. With Aaron Rodgers, I could see them winning every game except for what's it called? The Rams. I really like the Rams this year. I feel like the Rams are
now
gonna
that
be a
we
really
bring that
good team.
up, if the contract does go through and they give Aaron Rodgers a longer time with the Packers, how do you think their chemistry is now going to be?
Well, Aaron Rodgers said that he doesn't have problems with any of the players. He said he loves the team. Well, he has a problems with the front office. So I don't think it's gonna have an effect on the field.
No, no, on the field, no. But we did see how Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, they were starting to butt heads a little bit,
They did.
and that kind of did it affected the team in a way, because I mean, kind of the quarterback controls the whole team, right? So say if Aaron Rodgers just had this huge feud with the front office and with everything being done and said, and he takes that upon the field, that will affect the team
Well,
of the way that he
he's just not that
will
type of
play around them,
person.
you know.
He's not that type of person. If he has a problem with the front office, it's gonna mess him up on the field. I don't see him like that. Because if he would have,
Yeah, that's true.
it would have affected last season when they drafted Jordan Love. You saw, oh, they draft Jordan Love. You think he wouldn't play as great? Well, he played even better than he has ever played. He had an MVP season. So I
And that
feel
is funny because
like
Aaron
a fire.
Rodgers. Go ahead. Sorry.
I feel like the Packers lit up a
That
fire under Aaron Rodgers, and he played even better than ever before.
and that's funny because Aaron Rodgers did bully Jordan Love a little bit on the field. Like it was,
He
I
said,
did see
I'm
that.
not gonna give you a single rep, bro."
Exactly, bro. He was like, "Freak you, bro." He's like, "They just signed you. No, I don't care. I'm just keeping my spot." But no, Aaron Rodgers is a really good guy. I mean, freaking watch the what show was he on? He was on Jeopardy, right?
I watched every single episode. I loved how he did Jeopardy, bro. I loved it.
Dude, I was watching First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and he said that a lot of people will watch Jeopardy just because of Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Yes,
And I will be
bro.
one of those guys.
Me
I'll
too,
be
bro.
one of those dudes that watch Jeopardy just to see Aaron Rodgers, bro, be the host of that TV show. And he will make probably more money than he's ever made in the NFL, being the
He would
host
have.
of Jeopardy,
Yes.
kicking back, asking questions, and looking like an absolute freaking
Jeez.
on TV like that.
No,
But
and what's it called?
Aaron Rodgers has a team to carry, so he went back.
Um, I think he was talking about how if he would have become the host of Jeopardy, he said he wouldn't get hit like on the football field, so he would have what's it called, like he would live longer and stuff like that. It's a better career because he doesn't get injured and stuff like that. He
Yeah,
said on the football
yeah,
field
because
anything
he
can
is getting
happen.
older. He is getting older.
Yeah, he's what, he's 30. I think he's about to be 37. Tom Brady's 43. He
And that's a good. Go ahead. Sorry,
nah. You go.
No, mine's off topic. Mine's off topic.
Nah,
But
it's okay. We could go off topic.
see someone say it. Okay, so that being said, me thinking about that, Aaron Rodgers, um, he was engaged, right? When is his wedding? Did his wedding take place already?
No, it hasn't happened yet, but they are engaged. But it takes a while.
It does take a while. Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have any kids, huh?
Nope.
Okay, so think about it. So Drew Brees, I feel like one thing that Drew Brees did affect the way that the reason why he retired was because he has little kids, you know. And I'm pretty sure him getting injured does question himself in his head, like, okay, with this injury, maybe I won't be able to go outside and maybe throw the ball with my son, you know, because Drew Brees has his kids and his family that
he had 3 kids, no?
he still needs to raise. And dude, Drew Brees is literally an awesome dad, bro. Like I've literally seen videos with his kids and it's freaking awesome. So I feel like that does affect the way his retirement decision. Giannis, the other day, he was doing an interview and he said that if his son had told him that he wanted to spend more time with him, he wanted to retire, Giannis would retire. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers would want kids. You know, I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers would want to live a life that he does not worry about having like freaking CTE like Antonio Brown, because that fool just went nuts. He went crazy, bro. Never gonna see that fool the same ever again.
He's a smart guy. He's getting older, and I think he probably does want kids. So he's taking this relationship really seriously with Charlene Woods.
Oh, he has literally proved himself to be the GOAT. Like I remember you and me had a conversation who's better, Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers with Josh.
Yeah, we talked about that.
But dude, Aaron Rodgers has proved himself, man. And I feel like he shouldn't be putting his physical health out there to keep proving something to some people that other people already know about. Like you and me, if we both look at Aaron Rodgers, we're gonna declare him the GOAT. Like, dude, he's a beast. We know how he plays, we know what he does. Even in his age where people doubt his season, he's still a beast. So that's what I have to agree on that, just because like you never want to see good players like this put their body at stake, their life at risk to prove something that they have already proved countless times, you know?
Well, it was like the same thing with what's it called? Okay, I'm gonna stay with Aaron Rodgers. So people are gonna say Tom Brady is the GOAT, but when we see football is a team sport. It's not just the quarterback. The quarterback is the main character, but just because people are gonna say Tom Brady is a GOAT forever, I personally don't think so. I think he's the most accomplished, as I told you before. Tom Brady, I think he's gonna be the most accomplished quarterback for the rest of the NFL history. I don't think nobody's ever going to win as much as Tom Brady did, because he had a really good team in New England. he has a good team right now. He's probably gonna win another Super Bowl with that team that he has, stacked team, bro.
Yeah.
You think about it, Aaron Rodgers hasn't had a top five defense. He had a top five defense once, and once when he had a top five defense that one time, he won the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
he just needs more help on his team, and I don't think goats are gonna go by rings. So talking about goats with LeBron James and MJ, I'm not sure if you've seen them, but look, I got them both right here. Look,
Yeah, I did see that.
I got both of the goats. To me, LeBron is a goat, and he doesn't have as many rings as Michael. But what he's done, he's proven himself, and what he did last year in the bubble, he said he wants his respect, bro. I think LeBron is a goat. I know I switched the topic,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think
No,
you
no,
know
you're
what
good. Yeah, it makes
you know
sense.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But okay, I see my Packers with Aaron Rodgers. I know he carries. He'll take them to the playoffs, probably the NFC Championship, depending on who they play. But
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna stop talking about the NFL, and I want to say something. I know that it passed, and it's been a while. Did you see what happened with Jake Paul and Mayweather?
Dude, one thing that troubles me about this is the fact, okay, dude, that whole press conference is crazy.
Bro,
The
I love Jake Paul. I love Jake Paul, bro. He's such a good promoter.
dude, Jake Paul knows what the hell he's doing,
He
bro.
does.
It's funny because it's like if it's Jake Paul's fight, because all the conversation, when you talk about that press conference, all you're gonna hear is Jake Paul. Literally, that's
That's
it.
all you hear, bro.
So it's literally like if it was Jake Paul's fight. And Logan Paul is starting to slowly fall under Jake's shadow now
He
because
is.
Jake has been in like 3 fights. He's fought freaking
He's
Ben Askren.
undefeated,
He's undefeated. He fought Nate Robinson,
and he fought KSI's brother.
KSI. I mean, that fight was whatever,
It's
but
that.
it was a good fight.
Yeah, he
But I
not.
mean, dude, within those 2 last fights that he did, everyone's been talking about him. He's been the talk for the past year since those fights. So yeah, dude, Jake Paul's a really good business dude. Like he knows what the hell he's doing with that. And
Do you think he's bad for boxing? People are saying he's bad for the sport of boxing.
okay, so due to the pandemic, there has not been a lot of fights, right?
He
We
brings so
see
much
Canelo.
attention, bro. He brings
We
a
see
whole new
Canelo coming
crowd.
up with fights. We see different fights going on. The UFC's going on. They're finally having fights in the stadiums. So this is something that promoters should take advantage of completely, because, dude, who would want to go to see freaking Jake Paul fight a professional fighter just for the fun of it? You know, who would want to go see Floyd Mayweather freaking beat up Logan Paul?
Bro, Logan Paul's gonna
This
win that,
is
bro.
good for promotion. You think so?
Hands down.
Dude, if Logan Paul knocks out Floyd Mayweather, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, dude. The internet's gonna break, man.
Bro, did you see him at the press conference? Did you see how taller he is, bro? He's not even gonna be able to reach him, bro.
Bro, I know, and I don't know if Floyd Mayweather's punches are actually gonna hurt Logan Paul,
He's big, bro.
because Floyd Mayweather's not he's not known for power. Floyd Mayweather is
He's known
known
for
for
defending.
scoring jabs, defending, throwing little punches here, combos there.
Bro, how's he
That's
gonna
it.
defend him? How's he
But
gonna defend him like this if Logan Paul's taller than him and he's gonna hit him down?
dude, and punches still hurt though. Although you
He has to
block
be
them,
like
when they
this.
connect, they still hurt. You still feel them exactly.
Yeah.
It's weird because I don't know, dude. Like Floyd Mayweather, dude, he's 50-0, and
And that's
he
gonna be
knows
his
what he's
first
doing.
L. That's gonna be his first L.
That might be his first up, but that'd be crazy if
I
it's
called it.
50-1. 50-1. So yeah, dude, Floyd Mayweather's about to make bank. Logan Paul's about to make bank. These dudes are just gonna close out freaking making millions of dollars. And it's crazy, dude, what combat sports has turned to nowadays, you know? Like whoever would have thought that this YouTuber that came out of freaking Ohio would have fought the greatest fighter of all time, you know? So
And he's gonna beat
that's
him,
just
bro.
honestly
That's
crazy.
crazy. He's gonna fight the greatest
So,
fighter. Well, I don't think he's the greatest. I'm not sure if you see, but I think he's the smartest boxer of all time.
Yeah.
Not the greatest, because I don't like his fight style, stuff like that. Everybody has their own style.
Yeah.
He's more defender and stuff like that. I'm like, hey yo, hit him, bro. He like weights and stuff like that. But he is really smart. I'm not gonna tell him that. He's super smart. He knows how to make
No,
his
yeah.
money. And I mean, you can't say anything else, bro. But I can't wait for Logan Paul to beat him up, bro. I I'm super excited, bro. I just think he's gonna beat him.
I'm just that's the dude. I just think about if like Floyd Mayweather getting knocked out, man. If he gets knocked out, the world's gonna go crazy, bro. Logan Paul's gonna be the greatest fighter of all time because he's the first one to be flipping
Bro,
it, you know.
I'm gonna
So
go
it's crazy.
crazy. I'm gonna go, dude. I wanted to go to the match so much, but like the other dates, it just affects me, and I'm not gonna be here for that. It's in
Mhm.
Miami. Like
Yeah, yeah, it's in Hard Rock Stadium.
that's crazy. But and I was looking at the tickets. I was like, what happened if I go just for the date? And I come back to Houston the next day. It's 150. It's not even that expensive all the way up
150 is
there.
not bad, bro. It's really
But
actually pretty good.
it's I mean it's 150 all the way at the top. And the bottom is like almost 2K.
Freak that, hell no. You're gonna use binoculars the whole fight, dude. You're gonna leave the stadium with the rings all over your eyes, man. But yeah.
But it's just the experience también.
No, yeah, for sure, for sure. So
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I guess we talked what we wanted to talk about. I really appreciate you coming back and joining me. You know,
Then bro,
I started
it was
this
like
with you, bro.
a blast from the past right now, man. It was really good too.
So I'm gonna let you go. And my dad graduated. He graduated 36 years. This is not my shirt. This is his shirt. He graduated
Oh,
from MacArthur High School. So I'm like, he's probably watching. So I was like, shout out to my dad because he supports me and all this
that's
junk
what's
I try
up.
to do. But I want to thank you for joining me, and thanks everybody who's watching. And I'll see you next time. Peace.